Every time we talk to somebody, they want to point a finger at what they think is the reason why they are where they are. Your excuses are your lies, and that's what's stopping you from being the best version of yourself. What if I told you the most dangerous thing that you're doing right now is believing all the bullshit in your head?
Yo, Big D in the house, baby. Relentless execution, you already know. This is for the dream chasers, the grinders, the doers. Let's get it. Relentless execution, we don't ever stop. Climbing to the top, we rise like a rocket. Big D's the name, yeah, I'm running the game. From the ground up, now they all know the name. Big D.
Guys, welcome back to the Big D Podcast. This is episode 37. Today we're going to talk about your excuses and are they killing your legacy? So the Big D Podcast, we focus on wealth, freedom, and relentless execution. Wealth is all about building financial power and sustainable success. Freedom is about gaining control over your time, choices, and your future. And relentless execution is about taking massive action, overcoming obstacles, and making things happen without any excuses. So I'm going to hit you with this. Your excuses, they're not protecting you, they're killing your legacy. Excuses are killing your legacy. Not your background, not your past, not your trauma, not your boss, not your ex, not the market. Every time we talk to somebody, they want to point a finger at what they think is the reason why they are where they are. It's not the government. It's not the interest rates. It's nothing. Your excuses are your lies, and that's what's stopping you from being the best version of yourself. Every time you say, I don't have the time. I just tried and it didn't work. I'm tired right now. I'll start when things calm down. I'm doing the best I can. What you're doing is you're actively killing the version of you that your family actually needs. You're making a conscious choice to stay the same that you are right now. And by staying the same, you're ensuring that the legacy is going to end with you. Let me ask you something. What if I told you the most dangerous thing that you're doing right now is believing all the bullshit in your head? What if the version of you 10 years from now can walk in a room and you can look people in the eye and say, you don't need a miracle. You don't need to stop lying to yourself. All you need to do is become a better version of yourself. We're going to consistently lie to ourselves and think that we're not good enough or we're not great enough. And it's just something that always happens no matter what level you're at. But what you need to do is start believing in yourself and know that, hey, if I look you in the eye, all I know is that I'm willing to make a difference. I'm going to make a difference. Just know that you are the one who goes out there and makes things happen. It's the way that you react to situations. It's the way that you do things. It's the way that you show up. You don't own your house. You don't own the business you built. Your kids are watching everything that you're doing. You're not owning the things that is inside of your life. Everything in your house, your family, the things you cherish, the things that you build for, you need to own it. You need to own what's in your house. You need to be the builder for the business that you're trying to build instead of letting the business dictate the way that you feel, the way that you show up to the market. If your business is destroying you mentally and tearing you down, there's major problems that are happening not only at home, but in the workplace as well. Your kids are watching you check out every single night when you're supposed to be checking in, when you're supposed to be available, when you're supposed to be the one who's changing the way that they think and inspiring them to be better. The fire in your gut that you're supposed to have, you've ignored it for years. How do we reignite that fire? How do we get that to spark again? How do we go out there and show the people who are most important to us how we are supposed to be building and continuing to live this legacy that we've laid out to do? Understand that the world is going to produce tons of noise, but you don't need more information. You don't need another book. You don't need to get motivated. You don't need a fucking app to fix something. You need to face the truth. And the truth of the matter is that you're stuck in this place where you don't believe that you can get to the next level. You don't believe that you can overcome whatever the obstacles are that you're facing. You have to get unstuck. And the truth of the matter is that this feeling is only going to happen by you believing that you're going to be able to plow through whatever life is giving you. But the problem is that excuses feel safe to you. They sound smart to you. They even give you sympathy. But what that really is a death sentence in disguise. It's breaking you down from being your best and showing up your best. So let's walk through some of the most common things that you need to avoid and the things that you may be telling yourself. So maybe start showing how you can shift your thinking and shift the way that you do things. Here's one example. I'm too busy. Let me be blunt. Everyone's busy. You're not special because your calendar's full and nobody gives a crap. What matters is, are you doing the right stuff? Are you checking off the things on your calendar that are going to give you a better future? Or are you just doing the things that are easy so you can look like you're staying busy? Are you building or just staying occupied in a space where you're not facing the things that you need to face? Another one is that you don't know where to start. How many times do I talk to people who are in business, want to go in business, want to make changes, whatever it is, and they say, I don't know where to start. That's bullshit. At the end of the day, we all know what we should be doing. You're just scared to do it. That's the truth. Face the reality. Fear of failure has turned into paralysis in your life. And it's allowed you to be paralyzed in a place where you're allowing yourself to believe that you can't go because you don't know where to go. And just guess what? Even if you just start doing whatever it is that you need to do and it's not working, starting is better than failing. Learning is better than not doing. And by creating something and some sort of result based on action is going to be a lot better than the noise that you're putting in your head telling yourself that things can't be done. Oftentimes people say, I'm not ready yet. The reality is when opportunity comes your way, oftentimes we're not ready. We don't know all the ins and outs. We don't know everything about whatever this opportunity has to offer. But guess what? We will learn as long as we're putting ourselves in place, as long as we're showing up, we're going to learn along the way. But the translation to I'm not ready yet is what I'm really looking for is success without sacrifice. I want to build this legacy, but I kind of want it to happen on its own. But understand that legacy doesn't wait for perfect timing. It's forged in pressure, risk, and action. You never understand what the full scope is, and you never have to be ready. You just have to be willing to show up, willing to participate, and willing to be a part of the solution or the result that you're driving to get. And here's the raw, that the only way you're going to fix this is that you have to kind of figure out the root problems of how you're thinking, why you're thinking this way, and how are you going to shift this thinking. Because the worst place to live is in between your two ears. All the noise, you're telling yourself all these lies, and this is why the results aren't coming. Hey guys, quick interruption to the show. We have Joe and Micah here from Ability Tree. Joe, why don't you share with us what you do at Ability Tree?
Hey, yeah, thank you, Dan. So we come alongside families impacted by disability by providing rest, recreation, education, support, and training, basically bringing families impacted by disability out of isolation into community.
Awesome. Hey guys, after this video, you're going to see a link in the caption. Make sure you check out Ability Tree and check out his mission here with Micah. Awesome. You have to take inventory ruthlessly. Write down all the things that you've avoided, conversations that you won't have, people that are scaring you, businesses that maybe you haven't started that were just ideas and maybe you just kind of put them off to the side. certain habits that are killing you, Netflix, video games, smoking, whatever it is. If it's not creating a good result in your life, then it's not good for you. Binge doing things to keep yourself busy are not going to give you greater results in your life. You have to identify the habits that are killing you. And what you need to do is you have to ask yourself, is this helping me build the life that I want, or is it not? And if you identify that it's not, it's got to go. You have to create non-negotiables in your life. This is a big problem. Too many people negotiate with so many things in their life that all their life looks like is a ball of chaos. And if your life looks like a ball of chaos, it means that you're non-negotiable for the fact that you let everything in versus the fact of being non-negotiable of what you're letting in, what you're participating in, what's taking up your time. One thing you have to understand is that your vague goals are giving you vague results and even fake results and empty results. You have to pick 3 things and make them happen no matter what. So take ownership of 3 things that you need to identify in your life that you have to change and put them as a daily action towards the goal that you're trying to get. Make sure that when you're spending time with your kids, you're present and you're fully present throughout this, and you're not talking about or thinking about the things that you're going to do when you should have done them prior to spending the time with your kids. Learn how to separate your life with your family and your business and your goals. Learn how to participate in the opportunities and situations that you're in the time that you're in them, not thinking about things when you should have done them, when you should be participating in certain activities at that common time of whatever's going on in your life right now. You have to make this a law in your life. And you're going to work until you're tired. Guess what? We're all tired. You're going to work even when it's hard. It's always going to be hard. But all bets are on if you continue to work and grind and go after the things that you want and you deserve when nobody's watching. That's where real growth happens. That's where things start to shift. When you're working on yourself, working on your business, working on your goals, and nobody out there is watching you. You're becoming better and greater in your own space, in your own time. And you start seeing a shift. You start seeing a difference. And that's all the change that you need to see, because once you see one thing change, one thing grow, money come in, some sort of result, it's game on. But you have to target yourself and know that it's going to take 90 days to create this habit of changing anything that you want to change in your life. 30 days of consistency is going to create a pattern. 60 days is going to create something that's going to show you results. But after 90 days, you've now inherited a habit and you've gotten results, because 30, 60, 90 days later, you've got action in and results are going to pour out. Stop setting resolutions. Resolutions don't work. Start setting legacy targets. Goals that evaluate your family, your future, your mindset, and the life that you deserve. Not only you deserve, that your family deserves. Ask yourself, what would make my family proud? What would make my kids proud in the next 90 days? What would build the future I said I wanted, and how would that feel to me and my family? And once you identify this feeling and this thought and see how this would change everything in your world around you, then go out there and create action and go build it. You have to audit the circle and the people that you're spending your time with, talking to, asking advice from. If you're surrounded by excuse makers and excuse filled individuals, which we all know a whole bunch of these people, what that does is it creates only a place to justify all of your excuses. If you're surrounded by executors, people who dominate, people who go after it, I'm telling you right now, you're going to rise. Replace the let's hang out with the let's build, and watch how your circle changes. Watch how the people around you start to grow with you versus you guys just kind of sitting in the same spot, talking about things, but never going after them with action. Find people who are going to challenge your bullshit, not comfort you in it. I'm telling you right now, this isn't all theory. It's how real men and women built their lives. Think about David Goggins. He was overweight, depressed. I've talked about him before on podcasts. He was broke, and everyone thought he was a dead-end joke. But what he did was he stopped making excuses, and now he's one badass motherfucker. Look at that dude. He faced himself and every single thing that he was told he couldn't achieve. He went through Navy SEAL training. He's an author. He's an unbelievable speaker. And he's somebody who literally pushes the limit every single living day of his life. Look at Oprah Winfrey. She was molested at 9. She was pregnant at 14, fired from her first job, told her that, she wasn't cut out for it. She could have let that define her and who she believed she was, but she didn't. She owned her truth, and throughout that, she became a global legacy. And look at what Oprah Winfrey has done throughout your lifetime and everything that you've recognized throughout all of her accomplishments. But imagine she believed the noise. And me, forget about it. I've lied, I've cheated, I've stolen. I feel like this is a thing that I say all the time. And the truth is I'm only human, guys. I've hurt people, I've failed people, I've fallen short. I've gone broke a few times, but I've never been poor. Broke is permanent in your mind, but it's not permanent in your result. But if you're poor, it's permanent in your mind and it's poor in your result. So broke is a temporary state of being that you're allowed to get out of. You just have to change the way you think. I've been sued. I've been betrayed. But one thing I'll tell you is that I kept going. My kids have always been watching me. My purpose demands it. And my excuses don't get my vote anymore. My excuses don't come to life anymore. I have purpose. I have passion. And no matter what happens in my life, I know one thing. I'm going to get stones thrown at me, bricks thrown at me, people trying to run me over. But one thing I realized about myself is I might be 5'10", but I'm bulletproof and I'm broken proof. And no matter what you do, I might get bruised. I might get hurt. I might fall down. But I will continue to stand. I will continue to rise for the people who need me, number one. And number two, because that's what I'm here for. I'm built for this. I'm built for every single thing that comes my way. You're built for every single thing that comes your way. But the problem is you don't believe it. Every single one of us is a machine. We're a tank. Look at all the things that you've been through in life that maybe you didn't think you'd ever get through. Guess what? You got through them. Sun came up another day. It doesn't rain forever. At the end of the day, what I'll share with you is this. You must tattoo this in your mind. Your excuses are killing your legacy. That's it. It's not your talent. It's not your upbringing. It's not your past. It all falls down to your excuses. You don't get to be great and comfortable at the same time. You don't get to be a leader and lazy at the same time. You don't get to change your family tree, your family trajectory. You don't get to change anything about your family if you keep hiding behind the bullshit that you tell yourself. You either rise or you rot. You have to make that choice. Here's what I want you to do today. I want you to pick 3 excuses that you've been living in and write them down. Set a target for the next 90 days that you're going to build towards your future. You can't build your future yet. You have to build towards your future. You've got to get yourself in the right state of mind. You've got to get yourself in the right place. You got to plant your feet. You got to plant your flag, and you've got to go after it. After that 90 days, you're going to see dedication, you're going to see results, and you're going to see consistency. Now you're going to start to see things shift, things change. Now you start building your future on that, and you continue to go. Now let me tell you something. As you start to win, don't slow down. That's when you lose. Continue to go higher and higher and higher. And every time you take an L, learn from it and grow from it. But stay on the mission that you're supposed to be on so that your family gets everything that they deserve. Commit to one daily action every single freaking day, no matter what. I am cheering for you. People that love you are cheering for you. You just have to go out there and create the action. So here's what I want you to do. Commit to the next 90 days. Check out my 7-day blueprint challenge on dansikowski.com. If you want some one-on-one coaching, I'm open. I'm taking on a couple more clients this year. I'll help you. I'll grow you. We'll go 3 to 5x based on whatever your results are right now. We'll grow them in the next 12 months. You'll be a totally different individual, totally different partner, totally different parent. You'll be exceptional in the space that you're in because I will help you grow through all the pains that I will forecast in the next 12 months, all the pains that I've been through throughout all the businesses and all the things I've done. I will help you avoid so many challenges so that you can become free and live the life that you deserve. Check out intrepidusmovement.com. It's another podcast I do with a co-host, Anthony. We interview business owners, people of significance, athletes, whoever it is. Every single one of these people had to overcome adversity, had challenges, had things that they had to go through and grow through. And you're going to hear the success stories. One impact from one person can change the way you live for the rest of your life. Life Out There Apparel. I mean, unbelievable. Mark is a huge, huge inspiration. Started his clothing line. It's impactful every single month. He literally lays out a new launch, new story, committed to growing the community, growing his clothing line with purpose and passion. Proud Father Apparel, okay? Use code BIGD15 for Proud Father Apparel. Hats, shirts, everything. Another great mission. Another one of our sponsors. Life Out There Apparel. Use code BIGD10 to get a discount. Check out his website, lifeoutthereapparel.com. In closing here, I want you guys to understand something. We have a mission here, and we partnered up with Ability Tree. As I always want to remind you, you want to support a cause that means something. Ability Tree supporting families impacted by disability. They're doing real work, real opportunities, and building real legacy with families who have hardship, who have hard times, who aren't just walking into normal everyday situations. Check out the link in the caption, abilitytree.org. This is going to show you what legacy and building legacy is all about. This episode 37, it was all about your excuses and killing your legacy. Don't allow your excuses to kill your legacy. I want you to subscribe, share, because 70% of you who watch my podcast aren't even subscribed. Leave a comment. Let me know what you thought about the episode. Let's interact. Check me out on social media. Throw me a follow. We're on Spotify, YouTube, Apple Music. It really helps boost our algorithm. We really appreciate the support. And I'm going to see you in the trenches. I want you to keep going, drop your excuses, and be the best and live your best. See you soon.
Yo, Big D in the house, baby. Relentless execution, you already know. This is for the dream chasers, the grinders, the doers. Let's get it.
Relentless execution, we don't ever stop. Climbing to the top, we rise like a rocket. Big D's the name, yeah, I'm running the game. From the ground up, now they all know the name.
Big D.
Started from the bottom, had a vision so clear. Building empires from the sweat and the tears. Serial entrepreneur, that's the brand I wear. In the game for the long haul, I'm always prepared. From the business to the podcast, always making moves. Every step calculated, never losing the groove. Study the greats, now I'm making my own rules. Success in my blood, ain't no way I'll lose. I got systems, got strategies, laid out the plan. Built a dynamic lifestyle, that's the Big D brand. Raised a family on vision, now I take a stand. Roadmap to success, it's in the palm of my hand. We're relentless execution, we don't ever stop. Climbing to the top, we rise like a rocket. Big D's the name, yeah, I'm running the game. From the ground up, now